All right, I'm here with standout Virginian, Mr. Brandon McGorty, the last McGorty to go to college. Uh, you have a big decision you have to make, and what was your decision about where you want to take your next 4 years of collegiate running?
Yeah, this was a very fun decision for me. Really thought it through to try to find the best option for me. I had a lot of great options, a lot of great coaches, and I loved everywhere I was able to see. But when it came down to it, for me, just going based off all the factors that were important and everything, just really felt like this one school was the best. So yeah, I'm gonna be committing to Stanford University.
Oh, Stanford, joining your brother.
Joining my brother, gonna have a year with him, so that's gonna be really fun.
So, how'd you come to this decision ultimately?
Okay, what I did is kind of got advice from my brothers and my parents. So they all said kind of just think about all the factors that are important to you. So I kind of made a chart and just wrote down everything that I kind of would want in the school. And just I went on four officials to Villanova, Penn State, Oregon, and Stanford. And I just kind of wrote down everything. A lot of great options, which made it kind of tough. But just at the end of the day, just I really felt at home with Stanford. I've gotten really close with Coach Milt already, just Sean being on the team, and I just really trust him. I just feel like he is the best interest for me in the next coming years. So, and I really like the team, and just obviously I also get a year with my brother, so that's cool. And that's where I think is the best option.
I remember talking to you earlier about how it's not assumed I'm going to go to Stanford because just because my brother goes there doesn't mean I'm going to go there. So how were you able to not let your brother be too much of an influence over this decision you're making, where he's only going to be involved for really 1 year of that time you're there?
Yeah. That was really important to me because a lot of people always joke around like since he's there, when I just want to go there too. If I had that option. But for me, like you said, it's only going to be 1 year, which is going to be really fun. But I tried just completely taking that out of it and just looking at where's the school that I'm going to be happy with. I'm going to get along with the team, get along with the coach, and just feel like I'm setting my own path and where I'll enjoy myself. So even on my visit, Coach Milt kind of had me stay more with the younger guys, which I hadn't really met yet. So it was really cool to spend time with them, and they were really cool. So I just knew that even taking Sean out of it in a year, that's where I want to be.
What was was there anything that coach said to you or that made it ultimately click like, yep, Stanford's the one? What was like the hardest decision point that really I'm asking you multiple questions. Change the question. What was the ultimate factor that chose Stanford over the other three?
I think the coach kind of for me. I think a lot of great coaching options. I really loved all the coaches, but when it came down to it, I just felt like Coach Milt would just really have my back through everything. I just really trust him, and I know he has the best interest for me, and he's just gonna work as hard as he can to help me be the best. He's just a great guy, and I just really trust him. So I think the coach for me was probably the biggest aspect.
I'm sure you're watching your brother right now running cross country, so you're probably his number one fan right now. Now it's your future school as well. You're cheering for them even more. What has the whole just process been like, starting from when you first realized that you were going to be good enough to become a Division I athlete to now ultimately today when you said, wow, I'm officially a Division I athlete?
Yeah, it's been a really long process for me. So earlier in life, I kind of just did other sports, basketball and soccer and stuff. And in seventh grade, actually, I found out I actually was born with a medical condition called malrotation, which is pretty uncommon. So not many people know what that is. But that's kind of that. When I was born, all of my intestines and insides were twisted up and in the wrong spot. They normally find that out earlier in life for people, but for me, it was misdiagnosed, and I made it till then not knowing. So finding that out was kind of a drastic thing. I had to have a couple surgeries for that, and that kind of took me out of sports completely. And just coming back after that, I saw both of my brothers were already in high school and doing great things, and I just thought that I could do that too. So I kind of just decided running was what I was going to do, and I just stayed really determined and worked throughout the years. So I think freshman year cross country was definitely my weakest season by far, but once I kind of got into track and just really started working hard, I just thought like I can make a name for myself in this sport. And I just really set my dreams high and just work for it every day. And it's been a really long process, but it's all come together really well, and I couldn't be happier.
Do you see yourself? Obviously, your start time right now is running 1:48 in the 800, but you also 4:08 in the mile. Not too shabby. Do you see yourself developing more into a miler with 800 meter speed down when you're 20, 22, 23 years old?
I think a lot of the coaches I was talking to kind of thought the same thing, which is kind of what you're saying. Is that definitely in the beginning I'd be just kind of 800. And then once I kind of got that strength aspect that I don't necessarily have as strong right now, I could run a good 15. So I'm not certain what will happen. I know it'll just be kind of day by day thing, just working with the coach and seeing what's the best plan for me. But I definitely think I will have some 15s in the future.
Are you hoping that you get to run as a true freshman on a relay leg with your brother in a DMR?
That would definitely be really cool. We'll kind of see what's the best plan just based off how training's going and stuff. But if I had the opportunity to do that'd be really awesome.
And I'm not sure because I'm not sure the difference in year gap. But have you ever been in a race with your brother?
I actually have never even gone to school with him,
So
which is kind of weird. Yeah. So even in elementary school, when I went to the elementary school, that's when he transferred to a different one, which I ended up doing too. So never been on a team with him, never been to school with him. So this is going to be a whole new thing for me that I'm really excited for.
Are you going to be able to be in a race with him? Do you think one day? Make him drop down into the 8 or something for you?
Yeah, let's see right now. Maybe a 15, or maybe even same relay like you said. That'd be really cool.
Cool. Well, what would be a advice you would give to a junior or sophomore out there who's up and coming, who's going to have to go through the same process you went through, of kind of what was the biggest thing you've learned from this whole process you can kind of give advice to the future generation?
I think the biggest thing for me was just, it's like a really big decision, obviously, but not stressing out and just knowing that everything's going to work out the right way for you. So for me, the 4 visits I went on all had great coaches, really great guys that I got pretty close with. So for me, immediately, it seemed like, I can stress out about this and just like, am I going to end up at the wrong place or am I going to make the wrong choice? But I think what a lot of people just need to realize is no matter what, if you're determined and you're set on the coach you choose, it's going to go well for you. So I think just trying not to stress out and just having faith that you'll make the right choice. And to make that choice, I think like what my brothers kind of told me to do about like making charts and just writing down factors that are important to you. I think that really helps, and that's what ultimately led me to making the right choice.
Cool. Well, congratulations on being a Cardinal. Class of what class is it? 21, I believe. 2021. Whew.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, congratulations and best of luck rest of your high school career, and we'll see you in Palo Alto.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks a lot, Brandon.